Manchester, la mama, I did it. 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 Manchester, la mama, I did it.
Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
Sad. Best stadium in the world. Great rival history in North London. Two big clubs. I think I can imagine would be a very special, magnificent atmosphere in the stadium, in the streets, in North London. I think we all feel sorry. I can imagine that, of course, Arsenal prefers to play behind closed doors because it would be our advantage. But I think maybe even them would have a special motivation to come to us with that special atmosphere that we love in football. But we have to compete. These matches are deciding not the champion, but are deciding Champions League, Europa League, relegation. So they are proper matches. In the end, they are proper matches.
Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
No matter the stage, there's still room for greatness. No matter the stage, there's a bit of greatness in every man. There's power to rise, there's power to conquer, there's power inside, there's a gift of power in every man.
There's definitely no time to waste time right here. It's about that time once again. Let's get doing what we know how to do best. Let's talk sport on Yes Man Radio. Today, the 11th day in the month of July 2020. Good afternoon to you wherever you are. Welcome on board to another edition of the program Yes Ma Sport. Yes Sport on Yes Ma Radio, the First Media Academy Radio. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon right here in the city, and definitely a beautiful one it will be for you, and you. CD reporting for duty once again on the program Yes Sports alongside Yoboro Yobonse, Folabi Biodun, and definitely the lady making it happen on the other side of the studio, making sure you see us and watch us, listen to us properly. Rashida Yoboro. I don't know why I'm giving her that. Welcome on board, let's do this. So many stories to talk about this afternoon. Starting with Formula One. And I'd like to let you know that the Styrian GP Practice 3 cancelled. Qualifying in doubt due to rain. It was heavy rain here in Nigeria, in Ibadan yesterday as well. So that one in Austria has been cancelled because of rain. Formula One has cancelled the final practice session for the Styrian GP due to heavy rain at Spielberg, with today's qualifying also in doubt. If qualifying cannot take place today, Formula One are confident of running the season before the race on Sunday morning. That will be tomorrow. Reason being that a torrential downpour had been predicted for Saturday, and the rain started falling in the morning, with the FIDA Formula 3 race lasting just 14 laps before spins and crashes and soaking conditions led to an early abandonment. We'll keep you posted when that will kick off again. Formula One. I'm quickly going through the world of boxing. Some couple of hours ago, Brad Foster defends title as boxing returns behind closed doors. Brad Foster defended his British and Commonwealth Super Bantamweight title as boxing returned behind closed doors at the first time in the UK. Promoter Frank Warren stayed away for safety reasons as the show took place at a near empty BT Sports studio. Stringent checks were in place with fighters spending the week in quarantine at a hotel beforehand. Supermarket worker Foster 22 claimed a thrilling unanimous point win over James Beach Jr. That's a good one there. Brad Foster, well done. Behind closed doors, doing your thing. We wish you the very best. We want to see more of these matches, fights. And obviously the big one we will be looking up at is coming up very soon. I cite you, my one and only, my dearest sister and colleague, Olabimpe Fatoye. Thank you. More stories still coming your way. Let's go straight to what will be happening on Monday. And what will that be? And that has to do with Manchester City will learn the result of the appeal to CAS over a European ban. That surely will come up on Monday.
No matter the stage, there's a bit of greatness in every man. There's power to rise, there's power to conquer, there's power inside, there's a gift of power in every man.
Alright, let me tell you about some Super Eagles players. I will be telling you about some Super Eagles players, some African players who will be donning their jerseys for the different clubs they will be playing for and with this weekend. Super Eagles, Ramon Aziz helps Granada extend unbeaten run against Real Sociedad yesterday night. The Nigerian international was on parade as the Nasrid secured a hard-fought victory at Real Seguros Stadium. Ramon Aziz became his second-half substitute to help Granada clinch a 3-2 victory over Real Sociedad in Friday's La Liga game. The Nigerian international was afforded his 21st league appearance and gave a good account of himself in the encounter. Having recorded a victory over Deportivo Alaves and played out a draw with Valencia, the midfielder helped the side extend the unbeaten run to 3 games against the Whites and Blues. All right, well done to you. Ramon Aziz, we hope to see and hear and keep talking about you for good. All right, definitely I told you something about Manchester City. Manchester City will learn on Monday whether their appeal against a 2-year ban from European club competition has been successful. Manchester City appealed to the Court of Arbitration for Sport (CAS) after UEFA's club financial control body CFCB issued the ban in February. Now, meanwhile, the CFCB ruled the club had committed serious breaches of UEFA's financial fair play regulations between 2012 and 2016. They were also fined 30 million euros, which is about 25 million pounds. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and see and hope and pray for Manchester City. Will they be making it to Europe next season? All fingers crossed. We'll keep our fingers crossed because, wow, what will happen to Manchester City? What will it look like for them? I'm going straight to Tottenham Football Club and their coach. Jose Mourinho is confident he can win trophies at Tottenham and does not think the club need to make huge investment this summer. Mourinho, appointed in November, has a 3-year contract and believes in that time he can deliver Spurs' first silverware since the 2008 League Cup. Spurs host Arsenal in a London derby on Sunday, with both sides competing to earn a Europa League spot. 4 years, 4 seasons, buying one of the best goalkeepers in the world, buying one of the best centre-backs in the world, and so on and so on and so on. Mourinho said, I am focused on my 3-year contract. I believe that in my 3-year contract we can win trophies. If we don't, but the club does it in the new era, if I stay here only for 3 years, I will be happy with that. All the best, Mr. Jose Mourinho. It was a beautiful one for Real Madrid yesterday night again, as Real Madrid are just 2 wins away from clinching La Liga title after victory over strugglers Alaves. Karim Benzema's penalty put the league leaders in front after Ximo Navarro's foul on Ferland Mendy. Benzema then teed up Marco Asensio for the second, awarded after VAR overruled an incorrect offside decision. Second place Barcelona trail by 4 points, and if they lose at Real Valladolid later today, Real can clinch the title by beating Granada on Monday. Regardless, 2 wins or 1 win and 2 draws from their remaining 3 games will bring the championship to Zidane's side. We'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll keep you posted on that. All eyes are on Real Madrid and Barcelona. Alright, quickly we'll check up with what's happening with some transfer stories at about this point in time. Transfer is about to open, and one big person that is being regarded and sought after is Napoli's Kalidou Koulibaly. Liverpool and Man City link. Koulibaly dismisses exit rumors and says he could end career at Napoli. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But let's just tell you that the Senegal international insists he is 100% focused on his duties at Stadio San Paolo amid ongoing speculation over his future. Rumored Liverpool and Manchester City targets Kalidou Koulibaly has played down rumors of a summer move away from Napoli. Koulibaly has been a solid presence in the heart of Napoli's defense since his arrival at Stadio San Paolo from Genk in 2014. The 29-year-old has racked up 239 appearances for the club in all competition, including 27 this season, emerging as one of the top centre-backs in Europe in the process. Kalidou Koulibaly, we'll keep our fingers crossed about what will happen. We'll see if he will move. And also Nigeria's own Super Eagles and Monaco winger dreams of Premier League return, and that's no other person. Monaco forward Henry Onyekuru has revealed his desire to return to the Premier League in the future. The Super Eagles star was snapped up by Everton in 2017 following his eye-catching performances for Belgian First Division A side Cas Uspen, where he scored 28 goals in 57 appearances during his 2-year stay. The forward was, however, immediately loaned to Anderlecht following his failure to secure a work permit, which will have enabled him to play in the English top flight. The winger spent 2 years with Goodison Park outfit without playing for the side, as he made do with loan spells. Yekuru, Super Eagles and Monaco winger dreams of Premier League return. He needs to. Time is fast spent. Let me tell you some gossip, some transfer rumors making the rounds at this point in time. Manchester City, Manchester United are set to battle later with Chelsea and Manchester City for Leicester's £60 million rated defender Ben Chilwell. And also still staying with Manchester City midfield star Kevin De Bruyne, 29, is committed to staying at the club even if their 2-year Champions League ban is upheld. Alright, we'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll want to see. Defenders Nicolas Otamendi, 32, and Alexander Zinchenko, 23, could be used in a swap deal with Napoli for Kalidou Koulibaly, 29, as Manchester City try to gain an advantage over Manchester United and Liverpool. Juventus were reportedly ready to offer rising star Mason Greenwood a life-changing amount of money last year if the 18-year-old left Manchester United. Is everything about money? Juve, old ladies of Turin. Aston Villa's assistant John Terry is ready to manage in his own right, and the former Chelsea and England star is the latest high-profile candidate to express interest in the vacant Bristol City post, along with Lee Boa and Phil Neville. Chelsea winger Willian has been offered a big signing on fee by Spurs, that's Tottenham Hotspur, with the 31-year-old Brazilian Stamford Bridge deal due to come to an end this summer. Will he be leaving? Will they allow him go? We'll keep our fingers crossed. Manchester United are close to agreeing a fee with Fiorentina for Italy winger Federico Chiesa. Chelsea has stepped up their pursuit of Germany and Bayern Leverkusen forward Kai Havertz, 21, because their English striker Callum Hudson-Odoi, 19, hasn't developed into the player they expected. Oh my. Will they be loaning out Hudson-Odoi, CHO? Will he be going on loan? We'll keep our fingers crossed. Ido Daniel Adebayo, I cite you. Thank you so very much. Barcelona have agreed personal terms with Inter Milan and Argentina striker Lautaro Martinez, 22, but the deal depends on whether the Catalan club can sell their Brazilian forward Felipe Coutinho, 28, who spent the season on loan at Bayern Munchen. We will see what will happen. Will Felipe Coutinho leave the Camp Nou, or will he be there again? Will Barcelona be able to sign Lautaro Martinez? We are waiting and watching. Werder Bremen sporting director Frank Boma has confirmed Kosovo winger Milot Rashica has asked to leave this summer, with Wolves, Liverpool, AC Milan, RB Leipzig and Hertha Berlin all reported to be interested in the 24-year-old. Arsenal's 21-year-old French midfielder Mathieu Guendouzi is still training alone, with manager Mikel Arteta yet to reinstate him to the first-team squad. Mikel Arteta, Ejebure. Chelsea are tracking the progress of Monaco's French winger Malamine Efekele, who is just 15 years old. Everton and DR Congo winger Yannick Bolasie, 31, says that he wants to stay at the club and play under Carlo Ancelotti after returning from a loan spell at Sporting Lisbon. So many transfer stories. Yes. So talking sports, yes, right here on Yes Smart Radio. Today is Saturday, the 11th day in the month of July 2020. Matches coming up from the English Premiership much later today. You have Norwich City taking on West Ham United. That will be lunchtime match. Also with Watford taking on Newcastle. Much later in the evening at about 3 p.m. It's going to be champions, the English Premier League champions, Liverpool welcoming Burnley to Anfield. Sheffield United will welcome Chelsea to their arena at about half past five, much later this afternoon. Brighton will hold former champions Manchester City. With Liverpool with 92 points, beg your pardon. Manchester City with 69, Chelsea with 60, Leicester coming at the rear with 59. And on the fifth position from the table is Manchester United with 58 points. And looking at it from the rear, from the bottom, Norwich City with 21 points, Aston Villa 27, Bournemouth with 28 points. Who will be relegated? Time will tell. Quickly, let me go to Spain. Thibaut Courtois is just 78 minutes away from his own record, keeping those clean sheets. Oh my. Nigeria's own forward Kelechi Iheanacho dreams of Leicester City's Champions League qualification, and he hails Jamie Vardy and Mo Salah. The Nigerian international has spoken on a number of issues and hopes to help the Foxes clinch a place in Europe next season. Kelechi Iheanacho is hoping to play in the Champions League with Leicester City, having experienced the competition during his time with Manchester City. King Power Stadium outfit was third in the Premier League before the outbreak of the coronavirus, which forced football activities into a hiatus. But meanwhile, they are fourth now. We'll see what happens. With that. Kelechi Iheanacho would love to see you as well in the Champions League.
No one can beat the power of Niger. That's so we're taking the lead, and we're greatness.
All right, let me give you some live scores coming in from England at this point in time. The match between Norwich City and West Ham. West Ham United have found the back of the net, and it's 1-0 in favor of West Ham at this point in time. Watford is about 24 minutes gone in the match between Watford and Newcastle. It's still 0-0. Inter Milan, they are keen on having Vidal in their team next season. Inter Miami have identified Barcelona's midfielder Arturo Vidal as a potential transfer target. Italian giants Inter and Juventus have also been linked with the 33-year-old who has been tipped to leave Camp Nou this summer. Inter Miami will like to lure Vidal to MLS, but Barca will prefer to keep hold of a prize performer for at least one more year. Meanwhile, Inter and Juventus are vying for Roma Zanillo. Will Zanillo be leaving Roma this season, this summer? We'll keep our fingers crossed. Leicester City, they are plotting a Jovic swap. Leicester City are plotting a summer swap for Real Madrid striker Luka Jovic, according to reports reaching us. Brendan Rodgers sees the 22-year-old as Jamie Vardy's potential long-term successor as at the King Power Stadium. Leicester could launch a £31 million bid for Jovic this summer, with Madrid eager to offload a man who has only scored twice in his 25 appearances. Oh my, what's happened to Luka Jovic? That man, I remember Chelsea playing up with his team then in Eintracht Frankfurt. Fabulous player. He suddenly just lost form. All right, we'll keep you posted much later in the afternoon when Ere Daraya Sport will be here with Yoboro Abiodun Afolabi and his gang. They surely will be giving it to you loads and loads and loads of wonderful programs lined up for your pleasure today right here on Yesma Radio. I'll be back again tomorrow for another edition of the program. Thank you very much for keeping it real. Ola Olubimpe Fatoye, thank you so much. Idowu, Daniel Debayo, I say a big thank you to you as well, to all of you. Akinola Oluwafemi and Agede Boye shows, man. I hope I got that properly. So sorry about that. All right, I appreciate you guys for being there. Thank you so very much. I'll be back again tomorrow on another edition of Yes Sport. Till then, stay blessed.
Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.